What's going on, family? This is episode 66 of the Pharaohs Podcast. I'm your host, Solomon, and I am joined, as always, by Mr. What's Good himself, Israel.
What's good?
What is going on, bro? How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm trying to stay warm out here. They got me over here. I think I'm in Virginia in the snow down here. And it's cold.
It's
But
snow
hey,
there. It's snow where you at?
yeah, it's snow where I'm at, man. It's snowing. No bueno, no me gusta. Man, how you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm feeling great today, actually, having good energy. I got some rest because sometimes, you know, I don't be resting like I'm supposed to, but today I did get some rest.
That's
Um,
what's up.
but how was your weekend, bro? How was that? That's what I want
Mm.
to know. I know you
Oh, snap.
always, you go outside more than I do, so
Yeah, man. My weekend. You know what? I actually had an extended weekend.
okay.
So I had a week off. Well, I had 2 off days during the week. So got back Wednesday, was off Thursday, Friday, was supposed to go back Saturday, but I got suspended from work.
You
So
got suspended.
yeah, I got suspended for going over my time. So I was supposed to go back Saturday, but they said since I went over my time, I'm suspended for 2 days, so I'll come back Monday. I'm like, what? So I was like, dang, that's messed up. I was ready for work and everything, but you know what? That's what's up. Cause y'all ain't doing nothing but giving me a whole weekend. So hey, I had more time to play. You know, I rode my bike, did some joyriding, went up to Bucky's in Calhoun. You know, got a nice brisket sandwich. We gotta
You
go to
was up in
Bucky's, man.
Calhoun is crazy.
Yeah, Bucky's is. You been to Bucky's yet?
I haven't been to Bucky's, but I
They
have
got a
been to
lot of them.
Calhoun one time, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I might as
it's
well
up
just
there.
keep driving to Chicago.
Yeah, you know. So I went to Bucky's, got a brisket sandwich, had a nice little ride, and I was on my bike, and then I broke the clutch lever, so I had to order another one. So from Thursday to Saturday, I couldn't ride it. So yeah, I was just chilling. I think what Friday, then Saturday night got active. You know, fixed that part on my bike, ran some errands, went outside. It was still cold, but hey, I was suited and booted. You know, had them layers on. And Sunday, a party for somebody in the social club, and then we went to some other motorcycle club. But we was outside. I was outside. You know, I brought my club outside because I'm like, yo, you know, it is cold, a little bit, you know, hoodie weather,
Yeah.
but still, I got them outside, out the house. And I'm like, yo, well, I'm gonna be outside. And then people just showed up. I'm like, oh snap, it's a situation. So yeah, it's good to hang out, see some people. Saw my cousin. I ain't seen him in a minute. But yeah, that was my weekend. Now I'm back to work Monday, and then they had my truck. Yeah, I started later than I wanted to today, but hey, I'm here and I'm done early. But that was my weekend. How was your weekend?
Mine was work. I was on the grind this weekend. I ain't really do nothing. I was supposed to set up some things for myself to have a little bit of fun, but I opted out and
Mm,
decided to continue to, grind. I was just, you know what? I was in a good space for the
that's
past
what's up.
couple days. So I just, I've been grinding and working and stuff like that. But this weekend I will be on my way to Chicago. I'm gonna be up there
Mm,
for a little bit to be with the peoples and the Passover and
that's what's up, man.
everything like that. So I'm excited about being up there. Now, the only thing I'm not excited about when it comes to being up in Chicago is the snow and the ice. Because I don't
Mm.
got them problems right now. Where I'm
Right,
in Atlanta, the
right. You
streets
know,
are clear.
yeah.
It rained a little bit and all that stuff, but it ain't cold. I mean, it ain't
What?
freezing.
What?
Cold, but it ain't freezing.
It ain't
So
snow. It
yeah,
ain't
it,
snowing. It
it
ain't
ain't
that
snow
cold.
either. Yeah.
Right, right.
So
Oh,
I'm like, I gotta go up there and handle business, but outside of that, like I say, I was grinding all weekend. I ain't really do nothing. I was gonna do something, but I changed my mind.
That's what's up, man. Hey, hey, you got it for the both of us. I'm like, I was ready to work. I was ready to go to work, but I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna take this day's time to play. But yeah, and hey, back at it.
Well, what happened also happened this weekend, family. Before we get into it, no, let's start there. Let's start there. We're gonna talk about December 7th, which we talked about last year, family, which is King Peter Day for the Coptic faith. For the ones who don't know, I am going to link the video from last year onto this video at the end, so you all have a more rounded perspective of everything. Because I don't want to repeat myself, or we don't want to have to repeat ourselves every single year, especially if we already have it recorded, documented, for you all to continue to push and learn. Or we could do it on our Patreon when we start the Patreon. A little bit more of a deep dive, probably have some people really come and talk to us about, the King Peter Day. But family, December 7th is a remembrance of this man, the king, the prophet, the king, the doctor, King Peter Banks, who is the second leader, or I would say the successor to the founder, Prophet Cicero, Melchizedek, King Melchizedek. And, of course, we're going to continue to share this information and continue to talk about King Peter every chance we get, every single year, because this is important. These people are important. We're going to continue to say their names. They are important to the Coptic history of after the order of Melchizedek right here in the North America, United States of America. So I was not in the time period. I wasn't born yet when King Peter was around. But the stories and the history of King Peter will always, live on forever and ever. Especially him blessing the people, and the amount of they say a lot of help that he did, feeding the people, giving them jobs, paying them. They was working for him. He made certain people quit their job just to work for him. That's real power right there.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But all good things I've ever heard about the King Peter. What's your thoughts, Israel?
Man, from what I heard, he was a great example of what a man or every man should strive to be. I say that because he was a role model, great leader, and not just a great leader that was able to lead men.
Yeah.
One thing I look at in leadership, or at least when it comes to churches, because you got, you got both groups up in there. You got male and female. But if you have a church, what I look at, and you got a solid group of men in the church, they are there not just because of the women, but because of the man. Like, at least I feel that way, because they like what the man is saying, and he providing a good example and good teaching, right? And to have more solid men, having a man bringing up more solid men is, I want to say, a lost art, right? Because it's hard to find good role models that aren't, fleecing the people or that aren't giving bad examples, being bad examples. But yeah, for somebody, a man like him, to be able to come through, provide jobs, and have people work for him, it's like, man, completely different lifestyle.
Yeah.
And, and it's a quote that stick with me sometimes when it comes to leadership and developing people. Right? Would you rather be the king or the kingmaker?
Mm.
Right? So would you rather
Mm.
be the king? I'm the king, but after the king, it ain't no more kings. Right? But if
Mm.
you the kingmaker, you can make more kings and you can have more kingdoms, or you can have, more structure because you a king making kings. You the
I love that.
kingmaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey man, you all in my. I'm gonna be quiet. I don't like to talk about what I'm
Nah.
working on, but because I got that on. A king, doesn't
Mm.
need a weapon because he is one. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like that.
I got my king shirt on today. Of course, we're gonna
Who's
talk
that a
about
picture
King
of?
Peter. This is Martin Luther King.
I didn't really see the face.
Well, we're gonna
Okay.
talk about that today
Yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah. All right.
Dang, I ain't even noticed I picked the right shirt for today's episode. That's crazy. But
That's what's up.
um, yes. So family, of course, when it comes to the Coptic faith, we're gonna always talk about and give the honor and respect and talk about the remembrance of the King Prophet Peter, a person who what I'm saying is I want to say one of my uh, people I look up to, as of all of his work, recordings and stuff that is on YouTube that you can hear of him speak and things of that nature. We have different types of recordings of him to, for the people who in this generation may not be able to remember him or talk to him, things of that nature, like us, like I say, when I was born, he was not here anymore. But all of the stories and the videos and the audio that I have of him, he just carried himself in a way that presented himself kingly. And that is something, a lot of men should definitely strive to aim for, to be as upright as they can be.
Right.
All right, family. That was our Coptic segment, I'm sharing. So definitely talking about being a respectful person, what I'm saying? But I got a question. This is one of my little favorites. Is it disrespectful?
Oh man. Oh man.
Okay, Israel. So I got a scenario. All right, and I just want to know, is it disrespectful? All right, so a couple weeks ago, we had a situation with the singer Summer Walker, basically just being a prideful side chick of the rapper Rich the Kid. And so they were talking to social media. She was talking about, everything that's going on with her album and all that stuff and some of her songs and things of that nature. And basically she was saying, I forgot the girl's name. Is it Tori's Bricks or something? Whatever the girl name is, right? She had her name saved. She told Rich the Kid to save her name in his phone as Pizza Hut.
That's crazy.
So, so my question is, and then she's basically just proud of saying that she changed her name on Instagram to Pizza Hut, Miss Pizza Hut, and all that stuff, just to continue to troll the situation. So my question would be, is it disrespectful for her to be so proud and loud about being somebody's side chick?
Man, that's a good question. Seems like she is taking a bad situation and making it, I guess, positive to joke about it. But I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. It's just like, yeah, I could get the benefits without the man.
Yeah, she said she ain't gonna stop talking to him because as long as he keeps spending that money, she ain't gonna stop talking to him.
Yeah, why would you? Why would you want to stop? Right? Women love a good trick. Oh man,
They do love a good trick, and I'm gonna just leave that
that's
right
crazy.
there. I ain't gonna say
That's
nothing else
crazy.
about that. What they say, it ain't tricking if you got it.
Yeah, that part. But if she don't like you, either way it's tricking. She'll
I'm gonna
still be
say
there because you're sending it.
so. I'm gonna say it's disrespectful because she didn't approach the situation as like she really wanted to join the team as being like a sister wife. I believe if she would have addressed the situation as though she wanted to be a part to be of the community, you know what I'm saying, or the family, I think that would be okay. But the way she's going about it is like disrespecting the girlfriend, like, oh, she just dusty, what you mad at me for, stuff like that. And it's like,
Right.
yo, calm down, bro. We don't need all that type of negative energy. You know what's crazy to me is that when women talk about how disrespectful men are to them, and then they turn around and disrespect each other. Like, come on
Yeah,
now.
especially if you know it ain't true, because they be saying the most hurtful stuff. I'm
Like,
like,
what?
what? Like, you know
You
this
can
woman
argue
ain't
with me.
ugly.
You could tell he said he ain't ugly.
Right, but they calling her ugly and all this other stuff. Like, okay, anyway.
Yeah, so that's what I be saying. Like, okay, so if you gonna be a sister wife, then do that. But if you gonna disrespect the girl, talking about some, well, I'm not gonna leave him alone as long as he keeps spending that money and it don't matter and all this other stuff. Well, dang, okay, well, fine. You want to be that way, be that way. But I think it's really disrespectful for her to even come off like that, especially to another woman, and you know what's going on. Like,
I
okay,
thought
if
she was
he,
better than that.
I thought she was better than that too, but it comes off a little bit like she really wants to be with him herself and don't want her the other girlfriend, Tori Bricks or whatever her name is. I'm sorry if it's wrong. Uh or it seemed like she wants her out the way. So I just want to ask, is that disrespectful? Because I was like, man, she really up here making side chicken or side chicken, like I just
Yes,
made it a verb. She
very
made side
disrespectful. Side chicken a thing.
she making it a good thing. Yeah, I just want to ask, is that disrespectful?
Yes, very disrespectful.
All right, family. Let's go to the first topic of the day. And we gonna talk about, all right, this is I wish we're gonna have to put a daily count meter. I want to put a meter on the podcast of how many times in a month do we talk
Hmm?
about Trump. Because I feel like
Trump
almost every
president 45,
episode
47.
I feel like we talk about Trump like way too much, and I feel like he do this on purpose. It's like every single week he got something that he want to say or do that's just riling everybody up
To stay in the news,
to stay
stay
relevant.
relevant. Yep.
All right, family. So the reason why you see this park ranger here is because the Trump administration is reshaping when Americans can enter national parks for free, adding President Trump's birthday as a free day while eliminating Martin Luther King Day and Juneteenth in a move already drawing criticism from civil rights leaders. I'm going to stop there for a second because we still got some civil rights leaders.
I don't even know.
Okay. Although presidents often revise the list, the changes are sparking criticism from civil rights activists and Democratic lawmakers who say that the removals undercut holidays that honor Black Americans' history and contributions. The shift in free entry days marks a notable break from the 2025 schedule, which leaned heavily on long established public land celebrations and civil rights uh, observations. In their place, Trump administration has added a slate of historical themed presidential aligned dates. You got President Trump's birthday, which happens to be on Flag Day on June 14th, becomes a free fee day for the first time, as do Constitution Day and the 110th anniversary of National Park Service and the birthday of Theodore Roosevelt. The agency is also shifting some observations to federal holidays with broader national recognition, including President's Day, Memorial Day, and a 3-day Independence Day weekend.
That's crazy.
All right. Again, Trump just riling black folks up again. And I know people in their feelings. So let's talk about it. I'm going to say this. It's a National Free Park Day. He's not eliminating the holiday itself.
Right. Okay? Clear it up for the people. Clear it up for the people.
Let's clear this up. He is not getting rid of MLK Day as its own federal holiday. He is not getting rid of Juneteenth as its own federal holiday. Okay, family. So please don't panic. Do not think that he is removing anything from, you know, from the federal holiday list. He's really just removing the free national holiday the National Park Day that people come in and look at whatever things that they want to do on a free day, on a free time, to just visit the national parks. I guess they're gonna have to pay for that now.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a big deal.
It's not, but it's like, what's his reasoning for changing it? Like, is it going into his pocket? Does he just want the museums to keep their money now? Or like, does he even go to the museum? Like, they be making rules and changes to stuff that they don't even go to. It's like, does he even do this? Like, you know, they'll make changes to driving trucks, changes to doing. I'm like, you don't even. What's your reasoning? Like, when they doing stuff like this, they should have a why they're doing this. Yeah, we're canceling that because they're losing a lot of money and nobody goes on the free days anyway. You know, I would like that type of explanation as to why or something instead of just doing it.
Right. I mean, so we could theorize. I mean, this is the Pharaohs Podcast. We're gonna have theories and things we could talk about. I'm gonna say maybe one of his reasons is, you know, of course, a plan that he don't really respect some of the black holidays, that they are changing American history. Remember, we talked about this earlier this year about how they're changing the textbooks and how they're trying to forget about slavery and all of that stuff like that. So this might be another attempt, of course, like to try to downplay black history because that's just his thing. I don't know exactly. Like I say, he's not eliminating it from being a federal holiday. It's still intact. It's just that now for national parks, for people who wanted to just go in and observe certain things because of the holiday, they just can't. Now, him adding his birthday,
they gotta pay.
Him adding his birthday is whatever, dude. It's like we know.
It's like we gonna go on your birthday. You want us to go on your birthday? That's stupid. Like, don't nobody know when his birthday is for real. They gonna miss it anyway, so it's gonna be another day. Just people don't show up.
Yeah. So I just think these headlines that be going on is really just to continue to disgruntle the black community in America, the black Americans, and I think that if we continue to allow certain stuff like this to continue to mess with our psyche, we're gonna always be upset and be pissed off with what is going on with Trump. I think it's best to not let it affect us. What can we do to attack these certain misfortunes or things that make us upset. What can we do to battle that? That's my thought process.
Probably
Can
control the narrative.
Yeah, like can we do something when it comes to policy and paperwork? Because this is what they respect. All of this outrage on the internet, they don't care. They say internet not the real life. So they don't care that everybody's upset. What can we do physically? What can we do um that can get all of us together, just like the boycotting, right? Remember the boycotting that we
Right.
supposed to do for Black Friday and all that stuff? I don't think they really did it for real.
Well, it's
I mean,
like
there's
at
some
this
people.
point, it seems like the boycotting or what you're not gonna do is like a personal thing these days. Like if you're not gonna shop at Walmart, Target, or something like that, then it's like just don't shop there. They don't get no more of your money. But if more people made that as a collective as the boycott, then they would feel it. That's how you make them feel it, and that's like just go somewhere else. Just go somewhere else. Forget
And
about
then
it.
like, and then I was thinking about this too, bro. Remember we was talking about how like they getting rid of the penny, right? And I thought about how different the texture of the penny is from compared to the rest of the coins, right? And the penny is
Mm,
made of copper. Remember last year we talked about copper, and we talked about how the importance of it, how it the electro magnetic field, and how it gives you energy and blocks away certain things, certain low
yeah.
vibrations. And so now I'm up here thinking to myself,
Mm.
man, what they gonna use them pennies for? Just because they stop making pennies don't mean they don't have the materials of that same copper. So what
Right.
would
So
they be
what they
doing with that?
using the copper now? What
I
they doing
just
with that?
I wish I thought about this the
Mm,
episode we talked about it, but I just thought about this like last week.
man, cause it's just like when they had a coin shortage, they not giving back change. And like, so what? What happened to change all of a sudden? People just stopped. They're like,
Yeah.
what do you mean we ain't got no change? Like what? They act like when there was a shortage in change, it's like everything disappeared. They not giving change. I'm like, what the what? That don't make sense. You got it, but they ain't giving it.
Yep. Yeah, they
So
got they that
there
that
might be
really
more of that happening.
that threw me off when it came to that. I was like, wait a minute, ain't the penny made of copper?
Look, I'm gonna have to go get a copper necklace from somebody just so I can have some copper. Instead, I had like a copper pendant or something like this, hanging around something somewhere.
Yeah.
Man,
All right. Well, something that they do need to do away with, and it's been I think a long list of this happening, especially with the CEOs and people that's higher up in all these companies. They've been leaving since the pandemic. I don't know if you've been noticing that, like all these higher CEOs and stuff been like leaving a company to somebody else, right?
yeah, but I'm like, where they going? What they doing now instead? Like, what's they doing on the back end?
That is a good question. And we're gonna have to do some deep diving into that. But one CEO or executive of a company basically just told us, what we eating or what they selling is only for people who don't got no money. And that
Mm.
is family, the Campbell's chicken noodle soup.
Oh, not Campbell soup. Not the soup. That's supposed to be healthy.
So
My
let's talk
lord.
about it. All right. So it says a former employee claims in a lawsuit that a Campbell's company executive called the company's products highly processed food for poor people.
Mm, that's crazy.
Robert Gaza, a former cybersecurity analysis for the company, filed a racial discrimination and racial harassment suit on November 20th in Wayne County, Michigan Circuit Court. He alleges during a November 2024 meeting with the company's vice president of information technology, Martin Bali, the executive, said that the food is highly processed food, is for poor people, and it's 3D made chicken.
That is crazy. You got that recording? I had a
I definitely
recording.
got the recording. Yes, sir.
Oh, there we go. Let's play it for the people. Let's play it for the
All
Pharaoh
right.
Podcast
So I
fans.
definitely had to.
Friends.
I wasn't going to, not play this. I need to hear this for myself. All right, family. Here's the
That's right.
recording of Mr. Bali. Here's the recording of Mr. Bali and what he said.
That's for poor people who buy their. I don't buy Campbell's products barely anymore. Now that I want to eat bioengineered meat, I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer.
So I don't know if you heard it clearly, family, but he said that the food is from a 3D printer. It's for poor people, and that his family don't eat it. It's disgusting and all that other stuff. And he's the
Especially once he
executive
found out.
for the. So I don't buy that. I don't buy that bleep. Campbell's product barely anymore. It's unhealthy now that I know what the bleep is in it. You can eat bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a bleep piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer.
Damn.
Of course, the people, the CEO of Campbell's Chicken Noodle Soup are, denying all of this, and of course they fired him and all that other stuff. But Israel, what do you think about what do you think about this being fake fake food?
Man,
We've been
it's
talking about food all this year. Go
man.
ahead.
I don't know if I was gonna say this for thoughts of the Pharaohs, but and we talking about chicken, and I might as well just go into it. So over the weekend, I had a conversation with some of my biker bros about chicken. Right? I was like, yo, out of all this chicken that we eat, chicken that's served, chicken at McDonald's, Popeyes, the restaurant, the Chinese spot. Why is chicken not extinct yet? Like y'all don't think chicken is extinct? And then we went into a deep rabbit hole talking about how GMOs and genetically modified chickens, and we eating the clone chickens, and yeah, it's crazy, man. It's hard to decipher what's real and what's not anymore. What's real, what's good. It's like it got you to wanting to be a vegetarian, and even being a vegetarian, you don't know if that's real because they done sucked out the nutrients and stuff out of the vegetables and the fruits and stuff, making everything seedless, so you can't plant it yourself. And it's like, man, I don't even know what to eat no more. Just don't eat it out the can, because if they doing it 9 times out of 10, whoever else is being made, whatever else soup or canned good is getting made, where Campbell soup is getting made, they probably getting 3D food too. So I'm like, you got me looking at some of my canned goods like that ain't safe. It's hard out here, man. Got me wanting to be I don't know, planetarian, eating pumpkin seeds and stuff. Look.
Yeah.
I mean, is these the white seeds you was talking about? look, they got some pumpkin seeds. They white.
So look, okay. Let's break this down, because this
crazy.
was very important for us to talk about today, family. I was trying to go back and forth if I want to make this the last topic or the middle topic, but okay. We already know that they have been making fake food. Okay, we already know that they've been making GMO food. Okay, now it makes me want to put every food now under a federal investigation of what is the so-called 3D printed food and what is the natural food, because nobody knows anymore. You made a good point, right, about the chicken. Remember years ago when they did the wing stop and they said that they ran out of wings, but they kept on pushing the thighs. Yeah, Rick Ross was. Remember that he was doing a promotion for Wingstop, and Wingstop was saying that they was running out of the wings. How you run? And then Cat Williams even said this in his comedy short. He was like, "How you running out of wings, but not running out of the other pieces of the chicken?"
That's a good question. And that was brought up in my deep dive of rabbit hole of chicken being extinct. Because one of my other club brothers, he was like, for every one person, there's 10 chickens, right? And then the other one was like, okay, if that's the case, you got some people ordering a whole 10-piece, 20-piece box. So how is it you got 20 wings? How many wings does a chicken have?
2.
Right. Now you getting 10. What happens to the rest of that? Right. 10 chickens. They're like, come on now.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, that's
it's crazy.
You're making a good point. So we're gonna continue to keep saying, yo, let's grow our own food, please. We are switching. I don't know if we are awakened or we are paying attention enough, right? This is the time of a switch. They're switching everything. The fake has become real and the real has become fake. The truth has become a lie and the lie has become the truth. We are flipping and changing so much, family. I want us to really wake up and pay attention of what is going on in the world around us. We need to band together. I keep saying this. I've been pressing this lately about group economics. I've been posting about it. I did even a thoughts of the Pharaoh about group economics. This is something y'all want us to really survive and get out of the striving and trying to do something. You know what I'm saying? Mentality. Let's finally do it. Don't try, just do. We need to put our money together so we can grow just like these other people. When Mexicans come in, this is a crazy thing to segue to. They come in and they live in their house. It'd be like 10 of them, and they put all their money together, and then they individually puts people to the next level. They like one at a time. They put the money into their house. And each person is being elevated at a time.
Group economics.
We don't do economics. Group economics. We need to really. That's one of the principles for Kwanzaa.
Definitely need to get back to it. You could say some families doing it to a certain extent. It just need to be more.
It just needs to be more. Yeah. Shout out to the ones that's already on game and that's doing it. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that because that Campbell's, we up here talking about some, it's what's in it and it's 3D printed this and all that. If he's a top executive, they call these people whistleblowers because they know what's the deep dive.
Is that what they call them?
Yeah, the people that know what's the inside information and they say it. They call them whistleblowers.
Wow. I didn't know that.
So if he gonna be, that's not what they're saying that he is.
But that's
basically what he's doing. He's telling as an executive, he got caught in a recording of him saying something he's not supposed to be saying out loud. Think about if nobody would have recorded this.
Right.
We wouldn't have known.
Nope. Wouldn't have known. If it did get out, wouldn't believe him.
So, family, let us. Okay, now that's on the X list, y'all. You remember what they said they had people on a ban list? Well, we're gonna put Campbell's chicken noodle soup on a ban list, family, because they say that it ain't real food.
It's 3D printed.
It's 3D printed chicken, and the Campbell's getting sued for it. So, yeah, no more Campbell's chicken noodle soup. Take it off your shelf. Take it out your cabinet. Throw it in the trash. We ain't even giving it out no more to the homeless. Don't even give it out to people. Like, we ain't finna do that. Have integrity. If you know it ain't real food, don't give it to nobody else.
Right.
All right. With that down. All right, family. So this topic right here, y'all, is the most funniest thing to me because why are they getting on? Okay, let's start here. Why are they always getting on B. Simone? Why they don't like her or something in the media? They always.
I'm trying to figure out which one is B. Simone. What did she do?
She's a comedian. She was on Wildin' Out.
Okay.
So ever since then, she came to Wildin' Out and all that stuff. Like every single thing she do, they talk about. She talked about how she don't take showers every day. That was one thing that everybody got on her about.
What?
Yeah,
as a female.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They got.
That's crazy. Look, my phone almost fell, man.
That was my crush until I found that out. That blew me. I ain't gonna lie. That made me so mad. I'm like, come on now.
Did she explain herself? I gotta go look at that.
They clowned her for that. They clowned her for saying that she don't want to date a man that got a 9 to 5. They clowned her.
She wanted a 7 to 3.
I don't know, but she's a millionaire, so she say,
Okay.
So I don't know why they get on her, but this last thing got the internet buzzing crazy, and I wanted to bring this topic onto the podcast so we could talk about this. And she basically said, "Hey, somebody asked, would you want 1 trillion or 10 minutes with Jesus?" And we gonna play the clip.
Oh snap!
Before we give our thoughts on the podcast. Let me show them.
Yeah, we gotta see her stance on this.
This is B. Simone here. I just wanted to show in case.
Okay.
It's a real nice,
Yeah.
photo.
She got the finger waves, or is that a pro?
It's waves. She got short hair. She be going back and forth with long and short hair, but she basically have a lot of short hair.
Okay.
All right, let's hear what she got to say, family.
Trillion, or what is it? $1 trillion that we can't even comprehend, right? Because you can't even think about that. I can't even comprehend $1 million. I mean, $1 billion. I can comprehend $1 million. Would you rather have $1 trillion or would you rather have 10 minutes with Jesus? I said I would rather have $1 trillion because I feel like God left his word. He left the Bible. There's nothing that he is going to tell me probably in those 10 minutes that isn't already in his word. And secondly, if you have a relationship with him, he can talk to you now. I truly believe the Spirit is in me and he can talk to you. But Pharaoh's like, I want to sit. You said you wanted to sit with Jesus, right? Yeah. Also, I feel like if I was really sitting face to face, excuse me, I'm stuttering because that's what I would do if I was face to face with Jesus, and I would waste my 10 minutes stuttering. Like, this is really crazy.
Horrible.
Let me just go to my prayer room and pray, and I don't feel like there's going to be anything that Jesus would tell me in those 10 minutes that he hasn't left in his word.
10 minutes with Jesus can be a lifetime. You never know.
And I know when I die, I'm going to see Jesus, and I feel like I can tap into that now. I don't need 10 minutes with Jesus. Like, I have that now. Am I explaining this right? What would y'all do? Would y'all take the trillion or would y'all do 10 minutes with Jesus? I am taking the trillion and I'm going to my prayer room. Final answer.
Hey, she got a point. That's just like them people that still think that they gotta die to go to heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Look, come on now.
Mm-hmm.
She got a point.
Yeah.
She like, hey, she knows herself. She gonna waste her time staring. Then she said, why wait then? Why do the 10 minutes when she can have it now? And then she gonna see him when she die. Yeah. I'm like, yo, the close, and then she read, because it sounds like she read a little bit, she know a little something. Like the closest says a good book, right? The closest you gonna see him is through one another, right? Yeah. Boom. So hey,
yeah,
what's your say?
I'm liking that. So like how you said, listen, I was taught in the Coptic faith. Look, you want to see, you want to see God, you got to look in the mirror. Okay. And we we want to, talk to the Father, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's just break this down. I'm gonna just say what my answer is. I'm picking the 1 trillion, Alex. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me the $1 trillion, okay? Because I can do a lot of work. I can do a lot of work with the 1 trillion. I can bless and help so many people around me, my family, my closest friends, everything like that. That can get them into a place where they're not impoverished, where they want to work on their dreams. There's a lot of people who are doing the 9 to 5 just to make sure that they fund their business for capital, make sure that they actually funding the lifestyle that they really want, right? 1 trillion can help so many people, basically boss up, not just when it comes to business, but also in their life, when it comes to walking in their purpose, right? Okay, like she said, if you should be already close to the I am that I am God, okay? You should already be close, right? Jesus is the Son of God. I know there's a lot of Christians that believe that God and Jesus is the same person.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a whole different breakdown. We could talk about that right now if you want to.
They don't be reading. I don't know. I'm like, maybe it's the different Bible versions, but I thought it was Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. And then they said Jesus is God. I'm like, we could break out the Bible and be breaking it down. But I'm like, sometimes some arguments I just don't argue with. Because I'll be like, all right, I just can't.
They call Jesus in the Bible Rabbi. Rabbi means master. Master is also a teacher, also a Messiah. All right, we can talk about that all day long. But let's just stick to the topic just for a second. Going back to my stance on this. The 1 trillion can help multiple people, multiple communities, and generations, right? Think about this. The reason why some people are not doctors, the reason why some people are not lawyers, the reason is because of money. The reason why people have not finished school is because of finances. The reason why you can't be the greatest version of yourself,
you gotta go to work. It's the money.
You gotta it's the money, right? So physically here in this plane, because we physically here right now, even though we know we are spiritual beings, physically here on this earth, you need tangible money. Okay. Wealth also is your health and your currency, which is the current and the energy that you put out from your body. Okay. This is a whole nother spiritual thing. I like to talk more of the esoteric part of spirituality. But going back to the point of what this is, you can disagree and y'all can put y'all comments in the comment section, or y'all can say whatever y'all want to say at a later time. I'm gonna pick the $1 trillion. That's just me personally, because I want to do real work in real time. Okay. I don't want to talk about the stuff I wish I could have did. I want to actually physically do the things in the timely manner that I am here on earth. Okay.
That part.
If you don't have a relationship
already
with God, what we talking about?
That's just like they said, something close 10 million or a dinner with Jay-Z. Then the first minute with Jay-Z, you should have took the 10 million. Come on now, common sense. Because look, man, I'm like, I'm down with that answer too. The trillion, because hey, with that I have time and money freedom to do for my friends and my family. Yes. But money doesn't. The only thing money does is make you a bigger version of what you already are. Right? That's what it does.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's crazy though.
So like I say, family, you just gotta. What y'all think? The ones that's watching, what do y'all think about the situation. Would you pick Jesus? 10 minutes with Jesus? I just feel like if you already a praying person and you talking to God every day.
Right. Especially right. If you talk to him, you ask him, Lord, give me a sign, and somebody say this, and like, Lord, thank you. I need the 10 trillion. Because apparently he give you a sign right there.
Yeah. He gonna tell you.
Right.
Jesus gonna tell you to get the 10 billion. It'll be the 1 trillion.
All right. 1
He
trillion,
like,
man.
he was like, we my
You
father
asked
already
for a
showed you.
sign. And this is the sign. Right. Don't pick me. You talking to me now. That's like, so you talking, you could have had the money. You could have had the money. I gave it to you. But you chose me. But you're talking to me. Come on, make it make sense.
Make it make sense. You already asked God for the blessing, and He gave you the blessing, and now you up here looking like, oh, dun dun dun. I think that's another thing too when it comes to spirituality and being taught. In the Coptic faith, like I say, we taught to that God blesses through each other. If we want to look at God, you got to look in the mirror. My overseer, the doctor, Archbishop Titus, had taught us that years ago. We don't do the spookinism or the God is sitting on a cloud passing out blessings. We don't do that type of ideology in the Coptic faith.
Right.
We believe that, hey, we supposed to be connected with God. We have our personal relationship. God is also within us. If you read your Bible, it tells you that as well. It says that the kingdom of God is at hand. So what is at your hand? What is at your fingertips? What I'm saying? What can you do?
Master creator.
Yes, sir. So it's just so much that we need to talk about when it comes to this topic of 1 trillion of Jesus. Y'all need to get off B. Simone. Leave her alone. Y'all keep messing with her. Every single time she say something, it goes viral. Y'all are bullying that woman. Leave her alone. Every single thing she say is like, oh my, I can't believe she said that. Now, there's people who say, I seen the comment. I don't know if you seen that comment while we was watching the video.
No, what it say?
It said, I'd rather have Jesus than silver and gold.
Right. That is a song.
That is a song. Okay. Now let me tell you this. All right. You don't gain the world and lose yourself. Okay?
Right.
There are so many spiritually integrity and in tune people who have so much wealth.
Right. You ain't gotta be broke to
You
follow. You ain't gotta be broke to be a follower of Christ.
No, you do not.
Come on, somebody.
No, you do not. You don't
got
have
some
to.
Rich men in the Bible.
There are plenty of rich men in the Bible, including the King Solomon.
I'm trying to tell you.
There's so many people that have wealth and have money in their bank accounts and still have spiritual integrity. You do not have to choose. You can still have both. You can have Jesus and the $1 trillion. It's not an either or.
Right. I can have, because in my father's house are many mansions. Yes, sir. He ain't said I gotta have one house. No, come on. I gotta add an extra on that. I'm gonna save it for my thoughts of the Pharaoh.
All right, family. And that is the next segment.
Oh, look at that. Right on time. I'm right on time.
Family. So we have a new segment this season, which is called Thoughts for the Pharaohs. And how this works is every single week, Israel and I, we rotate of the thought, and it that could be such a good thought. It could be, a Bible scripture. It could be encouragement. It could even be a rant, something we might just need to get off so y'all can know what's on our minds. And this week is Israel's turn. So Israel, take it away.
All right. So I was gonna go on the chicken instinct rant, but I'm not. Instead, I'm gonna go and talk about speaking your future. You know, you gotta speak your future into existence. Do it now, so then when the future becomes the present, it ain't brand new to many, but it's it's familiar to others. You know, it might be brand new to others, but it be familiar to many. There we go. So, like, it was a couple of things that I said to some of my fellow motorcycle brethren I was talking about. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get this, that, and this and that. And then it's like over time, things just started lining up for the ones that I was sharing my future goals with. And then to some of them, this is new information. And they're like, yo, oh, he going off the rocker. And then others like, no, he been talking about this. This is now. This is his time. This is it has come into fruition. But in order for it to come into fruition, you got to speak your future into existence. So what it is, whatever you want, like they say on the Founders Day or King Peter Day, write your request and let it be known. Yeah, write it down. Speak it. Speak your future to the existence. And it was something I had
Love
told my
that.
dad. I be telling my dad sometime, or at least it was a while ago. I remember we went to breakfast at the spot over on 127th, right off the E-way, and I think it's called Egg Shack. They got some good breakfast, but I think they got a new cook in there. Food tasting different, but anyways, we was talking, and I was like, "Yo, you know, in the Bible it says, 'In my Father's house is many mansions.' And my added extra gonna be, and there's also many chariots. So that don't mean I just gotta have one car. I can have a car. I can have a motorcycle. I can have two cars and a motorcycle. I can have two houses and many mansions. And there's also many chariots. Okay,
Mm,
they have horses. Look, there we go. So
I
speak
like
your
that.
future into the presence. Speak your future into existence. Yeah, there we go.
All right. I'm feeling that. Feeling that. Speak your. Whew. Okay.
Speak your future into your existence. Because in my father's house are many mansions, and there's also many chariots. That's the part they forgot to put. But
We be talking about the power of the tongue, right? And this is what that reminds me of your thought. Like what you say. So I have a book of affirmations. Okay. It's called I Am That 45 Words of Affirmations Family. You can go and get that book. It's online. It's on Amazon. It's on Barnes and Noble. Wherever you get your books from, just Google it. I Am That 45 Words of Affirmations, and that book will show up. All right. I wrote that book because during the time period, we were in 2020 COVID and people were losing their minds. They didn't know what the future would hold. They thought that this was the end of the world. But if you do your work on history, in 1920 there was another epidemic as well. So every 50 to 100 years, there's going to be something that the earth has to deal with, right?
There was so much going on that time.
Yeah. So if you speak, you like Israel said, you speak over yourself. You speak about the things that you want in your life, plus action will equal your manifestation. You'll see it happen.
Absolutely.
So I like that. Like that. All right, family. Let me see. I think that's it. Do we have anything else?
We did the Is It Disrespectful?
Yeah, we did.
Right. The thoughts of the Pharaohs and the topics. Yeah, the Campbell
Like I say,
soup.
shout out to everybody who is continuously supporting us. We are climbing the ranks of more subscribers to our YouTube. Shout out to everybody in Atlanta. Shout out to the young lady that I met last night. That's from Baltimore.
Last night.
Yeah, I was working. So shout out to her. because we had a terrific conversation about this whole situation. I told her that we were going to talk about the B. Simone situation today. So
She ain't wrong.
there was a question, but I forgot what it was about.
We
I think
gotta
it was
start
something
writing
else.
them down.
No, it's written down. It's written down.
Okay.
I just gotta find it. That's but I think it was more so. I think it was on Instagram. Family. I think we do have a ask the Pharaohs question. But today was fire. I'm up here thinking about all of the. We got people coming too, y'all. We got some special guests that's coming that want to come and sit down and talk to y'all and talk to us, because it's gonna be a lit conversation.
Lituation.
What you say? A lituation? You always say that. I
It's
think
gonna
that
be a
somewhere.
lituation.
Yeah, I seen you say that the other day. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. A lit
Why can't I
situation. The vibes.
All right, family. We just gonna have to do it next week because I definitely can't find that.
A-Town down.
All right, family. This was episode 66 of the Pharaohs Podcast. I'm your host Solomon, and you can join me. Well, you can follow me on Facebook at Cornelius Solomon Walker. You can also follow me at CJ Walker 103 on Instagram. And if you want to get your book published, all you got to do is email me. We're gonna discuss some things. I got some powerful books that I'm working on that's gonna come out next year. I'm trying to get all of my books out because God keeps giving me ideas. So I'm gonna keep on working on it, and hopefully I'll leave a great, by the end of my writing career, hopefully I have a great catalog and a great library of things that people they can learn from. That's my goal in life. But yeah, email me at cwalker1582@gmail.com if you want to get your book published. Israel, where can people find you?
Man, y'all can find me. Y'all can email me at my email, johnatl61@gmail.com. You can find me on my website, jonathanjohnson621.com. Right now it is down. And y'all can find me on the Pharaohs Podcast. Find me outside. Riding around getting it.
And family, guess what? If you cannot, see us live, guess what we at on a Tuesday?
Spotify.
We on Spotify, all right? So shout out to the Spotify, subscribers and listeners, man. I can't leave them out. You know what I'm saying? We got people on all the platforms, man. We got people, we making this thing worldwide. Okay. We gotta continue to push our podcast, and you all can help us with y'all likes. Like the video, comment on the video, give us some of that push. You know what I'm saying? Share it to your friends and family. And guess what? We love interacting with our people. So if you want to come on the podcast, all you got to do is just show up. Every Monday we here. Every Monday. Except for last Monday, we weren't here. But every Monday we here.
Yeah.
All right, family. Well, that's it. Peace.